CapeCast.
Howdy folks, I'm Eric Williams and welcome to CapeCast, the official webcast of the Cape Cod Times. We're at the Bourne Bridge where nighttime work is already going on. Come the middle of October, it's going to be 24/7, probably until December or so. That means one lane in each direction during the construction times. That could mean some traffic snafus, and we're going to do our best to give you the best traffic beating tips for the Bourne Bridge construction. One of the things we're thinking if traffic gets bad during the Bourne Bridge construction is try to limit your interaction with the Bourne Rotary. So that's Route 28 coming from Falmouth, where you see just a little bit of a backup over in the other lane as folks approach the Rotary. The theory you probably got to go with is that this is where your backup's going to be. When this system starts slowing down, the congestion starts backing up around the Bourne Bridge and the Bourne Rotary, maybe the first place you can see it would be on 28 coming from Falmouth to Bourne.
Yes.
And so when you look out, do you ever see it sort of chock-a-block? Or?
We do, and that's how I gauge what way I'm going when I leave here. Because I look across the road and I look at the Rotary and it's like, okay, guess we're going the back way.
All right, let's say you're coming from Falmouth up toward the Bourne Bridge on 28. We've been thinking it might be best to avoid 28 where it gets close to the Bourne Rotary. So we think the easiest way might be to spin 3/4 of the way around the Otis Rotary. Hop off at the Lake Drive extension. Voom you go to Old County Road. You take a right. That'll take you right to County Road, and you press the accelerator. The nice thing about this County Road detour, if you will, is that you get to see some beautiful parts of the Cape you might not travel through otherwise. County Road turns into Sandwich Road at a 4-way stop right near Bourne Village. Just head straight through that 4-way stop, through the beautiful Bourne Village right there in the shadow of the Bourne Bridge, and you are headed underneath. Now we are going right underneath the Bourne Bridge, avoiding the Bourne Rotary. Here we go. Nice little recreation center underneath the bridge there. So we have passed underneath the Bourne Bridge. Now, if you're heading to Boston, points north, you're going to take your left up here as we get back onto the main road. But if you're trying to sneak up to the Bourne Rotary and onto the highway, you take a right, and up we go this last hill up toward the Rotary. Hopefully, if you had to go over the Bourne, that's the way you were going. You may have avoided a lot of traffic on 28 that backs up on the way from Falmouth to Bourne. Let's say you're traveling to Cape Cod from Providence or New York City or points west, and you're usually crossing the Bourne Bridge. You're coming in. Maybe you're listening to some traffic reports. What if you hear there's a giant backup on Route 25 heading up to the Bourne Bridge? The smart thing to do might be to get off of Exit 2 on Route 25. That takes you through Wareham and Buzzards Bay. It's not that bad of a ride. Plus, you get to see some of the funky old businesses on the side of the road. This used to be the main approach to Cape Cod. And it's also not a bad detour. If the Bourne Bridge is blocked, it gets you closer to the Bourne Bridge, maybe easier to get onto it, and also you can go right under it too and head for the Sagamore if things are wicked bad. Well, we are just rolling along Main Street in Buzzards Bay on our little detour, and it's been a quick one. Not much traffic. The lights worked out in our favor. Saw some funky looking stores and restaurants. This might be worth it even if you're not trying to beat the Bourne Bridge traffic.
CapeCast.